Is the era of Maxx finally coming to an end? Make sure you guys smash the like and crap out of that subscribe button so you guys don't miss out on more awesome. This is one of the craziest lists in Yu-Gi-Oh history. I know I don't seem super excited about this, but there are some crazy things here. So starting off with a not so crazy realistic hit here is Beatrice is banned. As of filming this, by the way, we only have the picture list from this because, as per usual, the Japanese website is dog water and is combusting in fire from the amount of clicks out here. So, RIP to Beatrice. Sayonara. Only Burning Abyss players are going to miss you. You have been absolutely not worth keeping around. All right, well, okay. That's crazy. Anyway, let's get into something we care about here. Limited to one. I'm just gonna pull this up here for a second. Y'all take this in, breathe it in. Drident is back. Welcome back for the second time that we've done this. I figured we would have learned our lesson the first. I'm cool with this. I'm glad we're doing this. TCG, take note of this, all right? Now, I don't give a crap about Dryden. This right here, this is perfect. This is the one thing that we have all been asking for. The old era is back. We've done it. We have returned back to greatness. Masterpiece, the Drago Slayer, is back in the game of Yu-Gi-Oh! I love this. And now I can listen to every casual player from the Drago era go, yeah, just make it an immune 5-head. It's $29.50. It's not that hard to make, right? Is this their way of some defensive play? Like, what are you doing? What has possessed you to finally bring back Masterpiece after all of these years? Well, if you're watching this now this morning, I hope you're ready to watch buyouts happen on this. Whether or not the TCG is getting this back 3-6 months down the line, yeah, okay. That's nuts. Okay. Hey, OCG's finally bringing back Dark Dragoon. Why has it taken the OCG this long to bring back Dark Dragoon when the TCG never got rid of this card? Dark Dragoon was not the scariest monster around on our side of the game. Yeah, Dragoon makes the casual Dark Magician deck a pain in the butt, sure, but this should have been brought back to one a very long time ago, which means we'll probably see this return to one on Master Duel so that the casual Dark Magician player can finally enjoy. Okay, and then of course, Snatch still moving. The OCG's in an interesting place with this one. I don't know how I feel about this, because they have multiple Change of Heart. Like, honestly, the deck has got some pretty stupid gas over there. So, this is fine, honestly. We also have RIP to Snake Eyes. You know what the funny thing about this list is? They're taking Snake Eyes out back and they're ending its dueling career, as Ryzeal is now a tier 0 deck. Alright, tier 0, yeah. And then Malice is literally like right behind it in like the secondary, thirdary like benchmark. Like, you gotta remember the sad part with this is, like these are two major hits, but my problem is this deck was already out the door, and now you're cleaning it up. Okay. Now, ooh. Chundra going to 1. I can't say that I'm surprised about this, though. Like, Chundra is such a stupidly absurd card, and the OCG needed to do something to Tenpai. Like, you have no reason to leave this card sitting around at any position whatsoever. Like, it's just one of those cards that you look at and you're like, oh yeah, like, this has broken an entire battle phase special summon archetype. The special summon extender for this too, like, Phantom going to 1, this should have just happened. Like, you can't literally leave Phantom alone. The problem with this card is it's generic, it's resource recursion, and I feel like the OCG looked at this and they're like, it won Worlds, we have to do something about it. Even though, like, kind of looking at the OCG and more modern era lists, like, Fandom hasn't really done anything too particularly scary. Wow! So this was the method of madness that you chose to do to the Fiendsmith package. So they chose to put Engraver and Tract both to 1. Instead of what the TCG did, where, you know, we cratered Lacrima into the ground, you know, just banned it. You know, you still get to play the Desiree package. You know, the Fiendsmith stuff is still an entirely generic package, sure, but I almost feel like this means that the OCG looked at this and said, hey, this was a design mistake. I kind of feel that. And then Bonfire went to 1. Well, I mean, we all kind of knew that this was going to be a thing eventually. Bonfire is literally one of those cards that you look at and you're like, wow, that's stupid. Yeah, okay, so that's your limits to 1. All right, down here to 2. Oh, boy. You have Ava moving to 2. I see that the OCG is playing a very dangerous game here. They want Ava to be back in full power, which is fine, understandable. Terratop to 2, I mean, take note from the TCG, this is fine. Pankratops moving to 2, this is fine. Alright, the special summon going second for this is okay. And Maxx Saber Invoker moving to 2 as well. And then, of course, Luster here moving to 2, okay. I see you, OCG. You're ooh, Gold Sark to 2? Okay, this is kind of spicy, actually. Moving Gold Sark kind of ensures that, you know, I guess this is a consistency upgrade for some decks. That's fine. Fusion Destiny to 2. This is interesting. Honestly, Fusion Destiny, the OCG's been scared of this for so long. I like how they took a look at, like, Dark Dragoon and everything, and they're like, oh my gosh, welcome back, friends. Branded opening to 2. Now, this is the craziest thing on this list. The OCG, and this is why I said at the beginning of the video, is the era Maxx C coming to an end here, because Maxx C is now limited to 2. The OCG, just as the pans on the outside here are moving around, alright, the OCG has finally realized, you know, maybe Maxx C's a problem. You know, you've made all these Malcharmies out here, which are supposed to be supplemental hits to this. If the OCG is finally starting the cycle of getting this card out of the game, alright, if they're finally listening to the player base out here, and you kind of go, hey, you know, like these Malcharmies, these are, you know, these are good alternative to things. Get this out or put it to 1 and then push it out. This is one of the best decisions that Konami has made in a very long time. Also thrown to 1 or to 2. Interesting choice. And then, of course, goes in match to 2. Wasn't this a 3? Now we're moving it up to 2. So Runic is slashing off more of the craziness. Okay. And then limited to 3. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4. Can you guys say welcome back, Dragon Rulers? About time. Yep, about time. That's all I gotta say. Plush Fire and Quick Fix Unlimited. Does this officially put the deck at 100% full power in the OCG? About time. Hey, TCG, can you stop being stingy and bring back Master Plan? Zeus to 3. Wow. The OCG can play Zeus Turbo. Wow. I've waited so long for that. Magispectre Unicorn Kieran to 3. Raigeki to 3. My Bad Purely deck to 3, and Lightning Storm to 3. Wow. I got a full power Zoo, nearly. Masterpiece is back. Spiral's back. You know, you have Maxx C to 2. This is like one of the greatest lists I have ever seen in the game's history. And, like, yeah, sure, Ryzeal's still a problem. It's going to be a problem. They're cleaning up everything else here on the back end of this, but you know what? I think it's a good day today. I'm happy about that. Prepare to listen to everybody complain about Masterpiece. You guys have a good rest of your day, alright? Patrons! Thank you!
Thank you so much for watching. Check out these other videos.